Well, employers are asking, but they may not like the response they get from workers. A Microsoft survey found over 30,000 people found that 50% of those companies are already requiring full-time in-person work within the next year. So we're seeing that shift when we look at the office occupancy numbers as well. Office occupancy is back up to 31% of pre-COVID levels, which might not sound high, but in January, it was only 23%. Those low figures came after the Omicron surge, which forced many employers to delay their return to office plans. Employers are expecting daily attendance in their offices to surpass 50% in the next few months, but those expectations might be foiled by what the employees want.
Yeah, that's right. I mean, again, we've seen so many shifts that have to happen because of the pandemic. But with all that said, as you mentioned, what do most employees want?
Well, employees and employers are not on the same page here. Workers are not eager to get back to the office full time. Surveys are showing that about 3/4 of U.S. employees prefer some sort of flexible work model and not a full-time return to office. An Owl Labs Global Analytics Workplace Survey showed that only 8% of employees want to return to the office full-time. And more importantly, and this is a big warning to employers, 46% of workers say they would look for another job if their employer made them return to an office full-time. So, for employers thinking of implementing a full-time return to work office policy with zero flexibility, you need to ask yourself, do you want half of your employees looking for other jobs?
Yeah, and really, truthfully, it's, we've had that flexibility introduced into our daily work schedules, and people got a taste of that and try to make it work. And, the argument you hear over and over again, productivity. Can employees really be as productive working from home as they can be in the office?
It depends on the role, but the general answer is yes, absolutely. That same Owl Labs report showed that 90% of employees said they were more productive working remotely. Employees with flexibility and work policies that let them work from home report that they avoid the office when they want to be more productive. And I know what you're all saying at home. You're probably thinking, well, employees would say that. If they want to work from home, it's in their own interest to say they're being productive. But the truth is that employers say the exact same thing. A CNN survey of employers found that during the pandemic, a whopping 94% of employers reported the same or increased productivity since implementing remote work. Not to mention, companies save money when employees work from home, and a majority of remote employees report that it's better for their mental health.
Oh yeah, boosting morale goes a long way. And then just finally, so what is your advice for employees who just don't want to return to the office?
Well, first of all, you have to make your preferences clear to your employer before they roll out a return to office policy. Once a company announces a policy, it's hard to reverse it. Let them know ahead of time so they have the chance to factor your preferences into their policies. Number 2, be flexible and willing to compromise. Maybe you want to work from home all the time. Maybe your employer wants you in the office all the time. Try to work out a compromise with a flexible policy where you meet in the middle. And finally, if you can't work something out with your employer, you're going to have more and more options to switch jobs. Data analyzed by The Ladders shows the number of available permanently remote positions will be as high as 25% by the end of 2022. So the bottom line here, Matt, employers and employees are both in motion negotiating the future of post-pandemic return to office, and that push and pull is going to continue throughout 2022 and likely well into the next year.
Hey, it sounds like you'll have some more choices on the horizon. Thanks so much, Jerry Casale with True Staffing Partners. We appreciate it.
Great to be here. Thank you.